Hi everyone. Today I'd like to talk through some of the skills required for pedaling. So on your music, you might notice that pedaling is marked in different ways. If you see the sign ped simile, that means continue pedaling throughout the rest of the piece as you have been already, unless marked otherwise. But let's talk about the actual physical skill to pedaling. So what we want, and I'll see if I can just show you my foot as well. There we go. What we want is when we play, to start pedaling, we're going to put a foot down as we play the first note. And if I let go, you'll hear that resounds. This is your right hand pedal we're talking about. So you're going to play down. And then on this note, when we pedal, we want to hear the sound first. So you have to coordinate your hand just the tiniest bit before your foot. So what we are actually doing is coming down with our hand and up with our foot at the same time. So both down, opposite directions, hand and foot. Again, opposite direction, hand and foot. So if you can, think about coming up as you hear this sound. Sometimes it can be helpful for students to think about hearing the sound first. So we're going down, hear the sound, hear the sound, hear the sound. There are two really common mistakes with pedaling. One is pedaling too late, so we hear and you hear that sounds a little bit muddy. The sound moves together too much. For a cleaner sound, we would pedal right on that beat. The other thing is, and more commonly, is an early pedaling. So we're going to go down together and then we think, okay, I'm going to do it on this one. So and you hear a gap in your sound. And the whole point of pedaling is to not have any gaps in sound. So that's what you're going to practice doing. Find your easiest piece, even if it's just in one hand like this, even if it's just a scale. So you can do your C major scale. You're going to pedal on 1 and the G. Yeah. So down together, opposite directions, hear the sound before you lift your foot. It's important to remember that this is a really tricky skill to master. It typically takes someone between 3 and 12 months, in my experience, to master pedaling. Some people who are quite coordinated and have the ability to already play complex things hands separately and with different feelings in each finger can pick it up more quickly, but they're usually at a level where they should have already been pedaling. So it's always good to give yourself some patience, and that's why I always try to start pedaling on a really easy piece or on a scale. So if you're practicing, find your easiest piece and just start trying it out, and you will see and experience, and most importantly, feel how that doesn't work if you're doing it a little bit too early or a little bit too late. You can record yourself with your phone to see the actual what you're physically doing. Sometimes it's really hard to notice it when you're playing, but if you record it, then you can actually see if your foot and your hand are doing the right thing. Most importantly, the foot. The hand will keep going because you've trained yourself to do that, but we want the foot to start learning that it goes too. After playing with the pedal a little bit, what you'll find is you naturally want to play the pedal with nearly every piece, and it'll be tricky to play it without it. So good luck with your pedaling. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know. Remember to give yourself some patience, and this is a skill that you learn over time with the support of your teacher. I hope you like and subscribe. Thank you very much to those of you who have. It makes a big difference to me. Thank you for that, and happy pedaling.